Hey guys, I'm Chase Brogan. Today in this video, I'm super excited to dive into this mini PC right here. This is a high-end, high-performance mini PC. This is the MINISFORUM AI370 Elite Mini PC. Now this offers the AMD Ryzen AI9HX 370 processor. That's going to be using Zen 5 architecture. You're going to get 12 cores, 24 threads out of this, speeds of up to 5.1 gigahertz on here. And this also has 50 AI tops performance. So this all makes this a great option for high performance gaming, but there's more. We have the AMD Radeon 780M graphics on here, which I'm very familiar with. That's found in a lot of different options from MINISFORUM. We also have 32 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM, as well as a 1 terabyte storage capacity on here with the ability to actually upgrade that up to 4 terabytes. Again, another solid option for gaming on here. So I really believe we're going to be able to dive into some AAA titles today and have a good experience. This also has quiet and efficient cooling in here. We have hot pipes as well as cooling fans to keep everything nice and cool. And the icing on the cake at the end of the day is there's triple display capabilities with this mini PC. So we're going to unbox this. We're going to take a look at the layout and design of the mini PC and then fire it up, demo a wide range of games to really test out where the performance lies on this mini PC. But we're going to test it out with this right here. This is the 15.6-inch dual display monitors here from MINISFORUM. This offers 1920 by 1080 resolution, 178-degree viewing angle, and dual 2-watt speakers, all built right into this dual portable monitor. So let's unbox our mini PC, let's set it up, and dive into some games. All right, here we go. All right, so we got a user manual right there on top. Here's the actual mini PC, which we're going to just set aside to see what else is in here first and foremost. So down here at the bottom, we have our 2-part power supply cable located right here. Set that aside. HDMI cable. And here is our mounting bracket. So we can easily mount this mini PC to the backside of a monitor. We can put it inside an arcade cabinet if you choose to set it up for all your gaming needs that way. You can also mount it to the inside of a desk, outside of a desk, pretty much wherever you want to with this external mount right here. So that's everything from within here. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at the mini PC now. So first impression of this before even getting it out of the wrap is this is incredibly lightweight. Now this is all, I guess this is plastic. It's actually hard to tell at first because even though the weight is what really gives it away as being plastic, but looking at the top of this does look like it's a metallic material, but all plastic with a nice metallic sort of shimmer to it. Right here in the front, we have our power button located on the far left side. We have a Type-C USB 4 port right here, and then 2 USB 3 ports, both of which are USB-A. So for gaming needs, oh, and of course our audio jack connection right here in the front. So for gaming, you have access to everything that you need readily available to you on the front panel. Both sides, just ventilation here, so that's always going to be good for the efficient cooling that's built into this. Now over here, we have 2 additional USB 3 ports over here. We have our display port, we have our HDMI port here, and then we have 2 Ethernet ports, followed by, finally, our power supply cable connection. So very streamlined layout here. I'm definitely digging this because we have triple display capabilities via the display port, HDMI port, and Type-C port here. If I had to criticize anything here, honestly, I mean, if I'm going to start nitpicking, the only thing I'd say is give me an HDMI port over a display port. I think display port is kind of dated. I mean, people still use it. I have several cables here, but I have several cables simply because I review stuff like this, and we do see a lot of display ports on the backside. We also see a lot of options that have dual HDMI ports, and I think dual HDMI ports would just be a little bit easier for the user in the end. They're more readily available. And then, of course, we have the USB 4 port in the front, which you could always use as another display capability. So we're going to actually open this up. If we flip this over to the back side here, I love this right here. Now, this may seem like, well, first off, we have ventilation here with our cooling fan visible through here. It's probably hard for you guys to see that. There you go. With that angle, you can see it. But for me right here, I can see it quite well. But right here, we have our 4 feet that obviously secure this in place on a hard surface like the desk here. But we have the 4 screw holes that are recessed in, and you don't have to peel anything back to access those. I love this. Every time I have to peel back the rubber feet at the bottom of a mini PC to access the screw heads, it drives me nuts because you remove these one time, they lose half of their stick, and then next thing you know, you pick this up and it's got 3 feet on the bottom instead of 4. It's just something that is not well thought out. So the fact that they have just totally worked around that issue with this model blows me away. It's such a simple thing to fix, and they have done it here. So I'm going to actually remove all 4 of these screws. I don't have to remove the rubber feet. Really excited about that. So we're going to open this up and we're going to take a look inside this mini PC. All right, so I've removed all of the screws here. I'm going to flip this over. Now there is a little slot in the back where you can actually pry in here and just use your, oh, there's the last screw popping out the bottom. You can just simply pry that off. Now, the cool thing about this is a lot of times when you remove the top on a mini PC, you have to worry about a connection to like a cooling fan or something like that in here. We don't have to worry about that. The top comes off very much freely here. Inside here, you can take a look within. You can see the cooling fan located right there. Now, in order to remove the cooling fan here, all we have to do is you'll notice that there is tape right here, tape right over here as well. If we just peel back that tape, and I'm going to be very careful with this. Let's see if we just peel that back. There we go. You can see the housing is lifting right out. The only thing is be really careful with this because you'll notice right here that we do have our cable connection for our actual cooling fan here. So you can remove that right from the board, or you can just leave it like this, lay it on its side, and you have full access to everything in here. You can see the SSD right here. You can also see the open slot right next to it. So if you want to, expand upon your storage capacity, easily accessible right there. And that's everything within here. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop this in place here again. Stick that tape over here and over here, and we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the cover here. We're going to fire this up and test it out. All right, guys, we jumped in here today and we tried out this guy right here, the MINISFORUM AI370 Elite Mini PC. Man, this absolutely blew me away. I review a lot of mini PCs, and I've actually, of all the mini PCs that I reviewed, MINISFORUM is my favorite brand. That's why I chose to actually demo everything today on their awesome monitor as well, which is a great dual monitor, 1080p resolution, just incredible performance out of that. And if you're a streamer, if you're running podcasts, anything like that with multiple cameras, having the double screen on top of each other makes perfect sense. I use it every time I do my live streams with Buff Bagwell. I always have the YouTube feed up there so I can see what everybody else sees. And then I have my StreamYard stuff in studio over there on the right hand, right below it. And I'm able to monitor both just to make sure that there's nothing, nothing going, awry. I can make sure that everything's coming through the way that we intend for it to. So it's a great way to monitor live streams. But let's talk about this mini PC, guys. First off, very lightweight. It's plastic, it's not metal, but it's lightweight and it's very durable. Put together beautifully. Airflow on here and cooling, the best I've ever seen on a mini PC. In fact, I was doing mainly AAA title gaming here today for 3 hours. This thing, I just unplugged it, brought it over here so I can kind of show you guys as I talk about it. This thing feels like it just came out of the box. It's totally cool. It's not even warm, let alone hot. So they're doing a phenomenal job with efficient and effective cooling on here. The other thing is my microphone was right up close and personal with this because I wanted to pick up the monitors and the speakers coming off of there. This, you hear nothing. It's as if this isn't even powered on. It's that quiet. There's literally no sound from this while the cooling fans are running, while you're cranking out AAA games on here. There's no sound whatsoever. So definitely the most quiet mini PC I've ever reviewed. Now, performance. Wow, the incredible performance of this. You can dive into anything gaming. So this is really the only mini PC that I've seen that's really tailored to gaming. A lot of times mini PCs have gaming potential, gaming capabilities, but there's limitations. There's really no limitations with this. This can handle everything that you throw at it. Inside here, we have the AMD Ryzen AI9HX 370 processor. That's 12 cores, 24 threads on here, speeds up to 5.1 gigahertz. This is insane. I mean, the specs on this really would rival a gaming PC, but you have the small, the small size of this, the compact size of this, where it's not taking up any space at all. And you're able to expand the storage on here, which up to 4 terabytes, which is huge for gamers. You can add tons of games on here. I mean, think about the storage space of your Xbox or PS5 console without anything external. It's what you have right here in this small scale mini PC. But you have the ability to, within this, expand it to up to 4 terabytes. It's incredible. For gaming, this just offers so much. In terms of the port options here, love the fact that we have everything that we need easy access to as gamers right here in the front, including the audio jack, the USB 4 port on here. You have triple display capabilities on here. It's really a top-notch option for mini PC users that want to have a top-notch gaming experience. The downside is it's very expensive. It's $935 at the time of this recording. That's a tall ask for a mini PC, but when you consider the capabilities here, it does make sense. I mean, we have an amazingly powerful Ryzen 9 processor here. We have the great graphics here, the AMD Radeon 890M graphics. I mean, those are incredible. I'm used to those. That's typically what we have on MINISFORUM mini PCs, but paired with this processor, it's top notch. It's really going to be a solid grade A experience for you that wants to game on here and not have limitations. So I am a big fan of this. I think it's probably my favorite mini PC in a very long time, probably in the last year. This is the new favorite, definitely the new favorite of 2025. But this is easily the best in the last year of mini PCs that I've reviewed. It's just the downside is, of course, it's way more expensive than anything else out there on the market for mini PCs. But again, you have a lot more capabilities with this guy right here. So that's going to do it for this video. That's my take on it. I love this. In fact, I'm probably going to put this in one of my arcade cabinets. And stay tuned for that video that'll be coming, because this is going to be powering the massive arcade cabinet, the massive custom arcade cabinet that you guys see very soon here on the channel. So stay tuned for that. Best way to stay in the loop is, of course, hit that subscribe button. But if you appreciate the content today, please give me a thumbs up. And If you want additional information on this MINISFORUM Mini PC, click the link at the top of your screen as well as in the description of this video. Let me know, guys, what you guys thought of what you saw today with this Mini PC right here. Thank you guys for your time. I'll see you on the next one.